This question says, I've had dreams in the night, but I am not sure if it's just my flesh or if it's God's trying to tell me something. How can I figure this out? Dreams. Dreams comes from God, and yes, we have dreams that is not from the Lord. But God loves to speak to us through dreams. When you go to the Middle East and you speak to the Middle Eastern people, you will hear that God communicate with them through dreams. Even in the underground church, I have friends there. I have first-hand testimonies of dear friends in certain nations, I don't want to mention here, where people dream and where God, in fact, they met Jesus in a dream. Jesus appeared to them in a dream and they met him, come to the Lord, and now they need to find a church. And I know of one specific testimony where the Lord gave this person the face of the pastor and the address of the church. She went to the church and they said, no, there's not a church like this. And then she said, I can tell you what your pastor looks like. And she did. These things happen. God shows us things in dreams. Go and read Acts chapter 9 and you will see what will happen there. God loved to speak through dreams, especially in the early mornings. And I want to say this, if your dream comes from God, you will most probably receive a follow-up dream regarding that same thing. And most probably receive another dream regarding that. Once God speaks to you, God will prompt you all the time until you get the message. It's like when I was 18 years old, the Lord called me. Since the day God called me, I could never get rid of that calling. There was times in my ministry that I've tried to shake off certain responsibilities because I feel like it's too much. I just cannot. Here I am. I'm running for 44 years in ministry, and by the grace of God, I will run for another few years. I am 72 almost. What makes me, what drives me? It's that calling. When God gives you a dream, in the first place, you will remember it, because there's many dreams that we dream that we just forget. I know people dream and they say, man, I dreamed so many dreams last night, but I cannot remember one of them this morning. If God gives you a dream, it's almost like a calling. It will be engraved in your spirit. It will glorify God. It will glorify His kingdom, because any godly dream will first and foremost glorify God. And it's for the good. It's for your God. What God dreams for you is good. Jeremiah 29:11. God has good thoughts about you, but He loves to communicate through dreams. He gave Joseph a dream. He gave Jacob a dream. He gave many other people dreams. When it's God, it will come back. Just hang on to it, and there will just be something special about that special dream that you've received from the Lord. And it could be something very, very significant. You know, in the New Testament, I think it's Matthew 14, where they were in a storm in the fourth watch, and the disciples saw Jesus walking on the sea, and they said, oh, it's a ghost. And why? Because the fourth watch those days, they believe, belongs to Satan. No, the fourth watch in the early morning hours belongs to God. And Jesus said to the disciples, it is not a ghost, it is I. And I want to say to you, why will God allow a ghost to visit you in the early morning hours when He loves to talk to you? Especially when you're at peace, you rested a few hours, you're calm in your spirit. That's the best moment for God to come in and speak loud and clear. When you are at rest, your mind is at peace, and you can hear God's voice through a dream. Keep on dreaming, because He's coming back for the second and the third and the fourth time, until you will absolutely know this is God speaking to me. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.